Assalamu alaikum, Mr. President, President of the Republic of the Gambia, His Excellency President Adama Barrow, Natale Yamari, ila Special Presidential Advisor, Mr. Momodou Sabally. Mr. President, niye nyolone anu nina closter, niye work relationship soto, bimbenu OIC. Molu bela office molu nana kafonye President Adama Barrow ay kanu bakel konye signafula nabe kachal mbela kuofala akay kanu le bari Adama Barrow Usain Dabo fasa ye Usain Dabo fasa te wala tina ina la cool mantano molu nana nyimfanyo mena ko they are very close to you eni nana be kachala nakola yo foy ko yen kanule e ko dinu fele ngam yen kanu bari Usain Dabo fasa akay Usain Dabo fasa ndey bari Mr. President na Usain Dabo fasa mu nyinde ngamira ko wolse banko sambano ngamira ko UDP lese banko sambano I'm telling you man difference so I only have ideological differences with you different philosophies of processing things and ideas but Mr. President that's it bi hakil tula bake Momodou Sabal tula birin tol ben nyum banko tala Momodou Sabal among participate la fam he was not even part of those people who participated in emancipating this country from a dictatorship. He did not participate at all. Mola mati me alonko ya jambe nana yafol ako you cannot be more presidential than the president himself. Molbe o statement no ya jeko abe Momodou Sabal at the time because ya jeme o statement for an Arab bondi a detail. Mr. President, Momodou Sabal is a very dangerous, divisive, arrogant, foolish and misguided person. And the earlier the better ye Momodou Sabal bondi at the office of the president or around the office of the president, the better for your reputation and the better for your legacy. Momodou Sabal, during 2017 to now, Mr. President, security reforms, security sector reforms will kettle, Human Rights Commission will establish Mr. President, constitutional review will kettle, even TRRC. Mene Momodou Sabal statement these days, public servants, police officers, civil servants will be sacked and eventually locked up. That is not his mandate, that is not his authority, that is just kind of a foolish statement from a foolish person. And Mr. President, Momodou Sabal is your special presidential advisor. Na kuko for public, mol sa miracle itana ya discourse le or mol sa miracle the same thing is also passing in the mind of the parliament, in the mind of the president. Because I tell him special presidential advisor, mol be nyina miracle ataka for any foolish statement ataka in public mol sa miracle an impression franka in discourse because I tell him presidential advisor. Momodou Sabal is too assuming. When it comes in terms of power, influence, and position, he is very, very assuming. This statement. This statement of you Momodou Sabal Bondi at the office of the president as your special presidential advisor. We cannot allow Momodou Sabal to go against our national processes. We did TRRC here. All the revelations at TRRC. This were the same revelation Momodou Sabal confirmed in his speech that they will lock up people. They will sack people and they will lock them up. Mr. President, I am advising you as a friend. I'm advising you as a brother. And also I'm advising you as a colleague at the other arm of government. Momodou Sabal in the office of the president as your special presidential advisor. He's going to ruin your reputation. He's going to ruin your presidency. He's going to ruin your legacy. Because at one point, whether the president like it or not, you are going to be former president of the Republic of the Gambia. And when you become a former president now, it's your legacy now that counts. And that legacy is going to be ruined and damaged by Mr. Momodou Sabal. Momodou Sabal Bondi, office of the president. You can appoint him and whatever you want to appoint him. a deputy governor or governor, so anywhere. But Momodou Sabal won the office of the president. Momodou Sabal is there to ruin your reputation. He's there to ruin your legacy. Because new statements, this misguided, foolish, arrogant statements, we detain them, it's just foolish, Mr. President. Gambians don't deserve that kind of statement, that type of statement in this news dispensation. We don't deserve that. Police officers don't deserve that. Public servants don't deserve that. Civil service don't deserve that. So that can only come from you as the President of the Republic. You have never stood in any platform. You said this kind of statements are so reckless as Momodou Sabal. Me alonko among participate from Birinto in Banco Bonda. He doesn't even among participate. Atabe palaso noma, atabe influential noma. That is why Yaya game at one point konga fanyame. Ya alo arrogant manya, nalo fleece manya. Wala na Yaya game kaiko, you cannot be more presidential than the president himself. Because at one point, when he was serving Yaya game, I frank kwa president in Bangkok. And the same thing I hold that in your presidency. I hold that. Kada more threatening of sack, more threatening to lock them. That is not the mandate of the executive arm of government. I'm addressing you as a colleague at the other arm of government. That is not the man. To lock people is the primary responsibility of the judicial arm of government, not the executive arm of government. Mr. President, Momodou Sabal is going to ruin your career. Momodou Sabal is going to ruin your presidency. Momodou Sabal is going to ruin your legacy. So it's high time you part with Momodou Sabal. Because Gambians cannot accept this kind of irresponsible and reckless statement from somebody who called himself the special advisor of the president. Whatever Momodou Sabal says in public, probably he discussed that with Mr. President. He discussed that with Adama Barrow. And we cannot accept that. We are not going to accept that for him. He's just fooling himself. He's just ranting recklessly. But nobody, at a more threatening, at a more slanderer, people are more democratic right, more people know their constitutional right. So for Momodou Sabal to go and rant in public, a little petty, a despot, we cannot just more people are not going to accept that for him, and that this kind of statement, nobody is going to accept that from him. And it's high time Italy appoint as your special presidential advisor, a position more telling since the beginning that he's not a fit and proper person to serve as any country's special presidential advisor. And now those concerns are now collaborated. You see the recklessness all over him. You see the foolishness all over him. And Mr. President, it's not Momodou Sabal cannot be an ambassador to that office, to the office of the president. I'm advising you as a brother, a colleague, a friend of yours, Mr. President. You express your love for me, and I appreciate it. But to be honest with you, Momodou Sabal cannot serve that office. Sack Momodou Sabal. Momodou Sabal is not a fit and proper person to be any country's special presidential advisor. It's so discouraging. It's a disgrace. And it's high time, Mr. President, to do something about it. Momodou Sabal is not a fit and proper person to serve that president, and Gambians are not going to accept any reckless and any foolish statement from him to threaten people, public servants, police officers, or civil servants of jail time. We cannot accept that from him. And the ball is in your court, Mr. President, to sack him and redeploy him wherever you want to redeploy him. But he cannot be a face of that president. He cannot be a face of the office of the president. That's unacceptable. And he has to apologize to Gambians, withdraw that statement. That is why we established the TRRC. All the revelations of TRRC were exactly like this. Sack people, detain people because of their political affiliations. Mr. President, I'm advising you, a colleague, a friend, and a fellow citizen of this country. Sack Momodou Sabal. He don't deserve to be a special advisor to the office of the president. He's just embarrassing you every day. He's just disgracing you every day. His conduct is one of disgrace and embarrassment. Mr. President, it's high time you depart with Momodou Sabal as your special presidential advisor and redeploy him wherever you want to redeploy him. But as I said, he's not a fit and proper person to serve as a special advisor to the office of the president. He's arrogant, He's foolish, he's reckless, and he's very misguided, Mr. President.